How you doing, guys? This is Tank Entertainment, and you're tuning in with the host, the Kingpin. Now, usually I do reviews on TV shows, movies, TV series, but today, as we all ease our way into Phase 4 of the MCU, a lot of these movies at one time or another have given us some epic fights. And I can tell that Phase 4 is going to raise the bar for physical combat even higher. So for this very reason, I decided to take a stroll down memory lane and reminisce on some of these hottest fight scenes in the MCU that made me rewind a chapter so many times. My wife won't even watch Marvel movies with me unless it's in the theaters. So for all my ranting and raving that I have done in the past videos, guys, I decided to give you all a treat and take the liberty of comprising a list of my favorite scenes in the MCU so far. For all my mixed martial artists and bodybuilders out there, this one is for you. This is Kingpin's top 10 fight scenes in the MCU. Let's get counting. Starting off the list is Ant-Man vs. Falcon. Of course, you would expect a bird to win a fight with an ant, but then again, this is no ordinary ant. So I'm sorry, Falcon, but seems that you're the bird that became the prey.
Imagine a soldier the size of an insect. The ultimate secret weapon.
If you give godlike powers to everyone, it's going to be chaos.
So how do we stop him?
I know a guy. Scott, I've been watching you for a while. You're different. And I believe everyone deserves a shot at redemption. Do you?
At number 9 is the Wasp vs. Secret Spies. Yes, I know. How can she be higher than Ant-Man? But I assure you, it is not without taking great consideration to the fact that Hope trained Scott. So it was no surprise that she'd be more fluent with him than him with his own abilities. And then some. Taking the number 8 spot hails from a new series from Phase 4, which is Moon Knight. And the fight with him, Mr. Knight, and Scarlet Scarab versus Arthur Harrow is a must-watch. Marvel's Batman lays the smack down to Amit's greatest avatar. And as an added bonus, we get to see a giant kaiju battle take place in the background between Khonshu versus Amit, respectively. Okay, so to place this one at number 7 really messed with me a bit due to the fact that Cap is just an amazing hand-to-hand combatant and one of my 3 favorite Marvel characters. But even so, knowing where to place this fight was as challenging for me as it was for these guys to put Captain under arrest. I guess nobody really wanted to get out of the elevator. Give these guys a raise.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
We got 2 for the price of 1 with this entry. Not only did we finally get to see the real Mandarin, but also his son Shang-Chi. And even better than that, we get to see them clash on the big screen, and it was epic. Say what you will about, but Simu Liu has to be my first choice for anyone that should portray a live action version of Goku, because the Dragon Ball Z vibes were strong in this fight. Making it to a spot in the top 5 is King T'Challa versus King Eric. Yeah, that didn't sound good saying it either, but at least we can say though he was ruthless, he was not wrong. Black Panther versus the Golden Jaguar. Yes, there is such a thing in the comics, people, look it up. Create a study group in the comments if you have to.
We own ya, we only getting started now. waited my entire life for this. The world's gonna start over. I'ma burn it all.
What happens now determines what happens to the rest of the world.
You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. Wakanda forever! The revolution will not be televised.
Let's have some fun.
The revolution will be live.
Now obviously no way was I going to skip this fight, and if it weren't for my top 3, this would be number 1. But seeing a professional fist fight between two friends turned frenemies and the MCU's most notorious super soldiers, this has to have been one of my most loved fight scenes between just two low-level human beings. And watching Steve give Bucky his all to protect Natasha and not knowing who he was fighting makes his facial features all the more worth it to see his surprise when he finally finds out. Now in our top 3 spot is the movie that brought the Avengers together for the first time, and it was awesome. And at that time, it's crazy to think that it couldn't get any better than this first MCU collaboration. But my number 2 and 1 spots gives reason to why I couldn't be more wrong.
Dr. Banner, now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry.
Hold on.
Though the first film brought them together, the third time we see the Avengers in one single movie again, they are being torn apart from the inside, and in one big airport brawl, it all comes to a head. But the momentous occasion is made all the more exciting when Black Panther and Spider-Man are added into superpowered beatdown. That was awesome. But no beatdown was more poetic than the cut-offs the Avengers put on Thanos and his goon squad. Never has there been an event in cinemas that has been this big, and the numbers at the box office proved it. Only thing that saddens me is that we lost the king in real life and the man that started the MCU in the fictional one. But there's going to be a lot of pressure on Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios to come even harder in Phase 4 than they did in Phase 1, 2, and 3.
On your left.
give me that. You have the little one.
Guys, that was Kingpin's top 10 fights of the MCU. Leave your comments in the comment section down below. If you haven't subscribed already and you're a newcomer to the channel, please do.
Iron Man.